From the tiny dirt oval in Eldora, Ohio, to the sweeping long corners at Auto Club Speedway, the Gander RV and Outdoors Truck Series by the NARL is back tonight on Truck Series Tuesday for a little bit of pack racing tonight at this big 2-mile oval in California. A little bit of a difference from what we saw last week, so how quick can these drivers make the adjustment? We're all going to find out together right now. But before we get too far into things, as always, I'm going to introduce my booth to you. First, I'm going to introduce always Joker. Joker, welcome back.
Hello. Glad to be here. Going to see an interesting race tonight.
Definitely. And on the other side, I got K-Bart. K-Bart, how you feeling?
Oh, I'm pretty good. Yourself?
Not too bad. Getting ready for a little bit of Truck Series action. I'm excited for this track, excited for this race. Auto Club, as a lot of people think, is one of the better tracks on this game. Not only does it produce high-quality racing, but it produces thrilling finishes over and over again. So, will tonight provide a little bit of the same? We are going to find out shortly as these guys are in qualifying. But, first, we got 14 drivers on tap for tonight, including a former Auto Club Cup Series winner and Truck Series regular this season, Mr. Williams. He's got to be considered one of the favorites heading in. But we also have a new driver tonight, Tommy D78. K-Bart, you saw a little bit of him in warm-ups. What do you expect out of that driver of the 51?
I'm going to make him my favorite tonight. Already. He's pretty
Wow.
good. Very clean, very fast. And he's going to be making his first start in NARL, and he's going to be getting his first dub in the NARL tonight.
Okay, well, K-Bart just throwing it right out there. Well, Joker, I'm going to ask you a little bit different question than what I normally ask most tracks and most races. But what are your keys to the race tonight? What do you think what it's going to take to get it done and get in victory lane?
Well, I think obviously it's just the track position, who can stay up front all race, and I think that's going to be the winner. If you can't get back in that 5th to 10th range, because that's when most of the accidents do happen. So I think it's whoever can stay up front the most tonight.
All right, well, Joker says track position is going to play a factor, and it very well might. But we have got 68 laps around this track. And this track was named, the race name, the sponsor is the Catalina Wine Mixer 200 per K. Keenitz and N.R. Lewis, the Truck Series staff. So they were very excited to throw this name on there. Let's hope this wine mixer lives up to the lofty expectations that they have set forth for it. They should be wrapping up qualifying here pretty shortly. But K-Bart, tell me a little bit about Auto Club. What's it take to get around this place?
Yeah, actually it's not. It's more than a one-line groove. You got multiplied grooves here. 1 and 2, you can run a little bit high, that second and third groove there, and you can get a good run off of 2 there, and you can be able to. It's a good passing point on that backstretch going into turn 3, and but below the apron, you do not want to go below the apron in 1 and 2. 3 and 4, you can go below the apron, especially in these trucks. A little bit less horsepower, and you'll be able to make it stick. But basically, draft is going to help tonight. They are going to be using low draft tonight, and yeah,
that is a change.
It is a change.
That is the first time this season the Truck Series will be utilizing the low draft effect that the 704 games just put in the game a couple weeks ago. So will that play any sort of effect on the racing we see tonight, K-Bart?
And it's also, yeah, it is. You're going to see the people who actually have a fast truck. They're going to be the ones out front. It's not going to be one of those cluster drafting tracks tonight. You're still going to have draft. It is not out. That is also going to be a key. You're going to have little packs, but they're not going to be up on each other, and you're going to have your faster truck out front tonight.
All right. Well, we're going to see a new winner at Auto Club this season in the Truck Series. A former winner is no longer with the NARL, but runner-up last season, Up the Irons, is in the field tonight, and fourth-place finisher last season is Reap, and he is in the field tonight. So, Joker, I got K-Bart's pick. How about you? What you feeling like tonight?
I feel like it's going to be another elite win, so I'm picking WSC.
Okay.
Winning today.
showing the confidence in the elite boys. They have won 8 out of 9 races this season, so definitely a safe pick you just made there. Let me see if Keenitz has got a stream up yet. He does not. So they should still probably be in qualifying. However, we've got, let's see, let me pull it up here. 14 drivers on tap. 68 laps around this track. K-Bart, do you have any stage links, or are we just going to figure that out on the fly?
We're going to figure it out like what we always do every Sunday night.
All right. Well, did you manage to check the fuel mileage or fuel window there in warm-ups?
No comment.
All right. K-Bart did not check the fuel window.
I was really focusing on other drivers. That's what I was focusing on and how the low draft would work. It is... How many laps did we run? It's 13 laps if he was running times 2. That's what it was.
Okay.
So you can make 13, 14 laps on a fuel window. So.
All right. Well, K-Bart,
I just remember that.
The newest driver to the NARL, Tommy D, scores the pole for tonight in his very first race with a 40.855. On the outside of the front row will be the runner-up last season, up the irons with a 41.038. So he's showing that finish last season was no fluke. As it looks like I just got an invite from Keenan, so we'll be able to join here in just a second, it appears. Seeing if there's any streams tonight. I think Mac might be streaming, so I'm going to go to YouTube and check that real quick while we wait to get the notification to join in. Let's go. Let's go check Mac's YouTube. Mac the Breadman is in the field tonight. He will be starting 7th. If you want to go to his YouTube channel and check out the stream from there. But he should be streaming tonight, as we do not have anything popping up in our channel just yet. Alright, let's go. His live stream is up. And I am loaded in. And it looks like we are good to join.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and accept this invite. Blue screen. You guys need any extra invites?
I may
got
need some.
2 more.
Alright,
I have
K-Bart, if you
3,
want to...
but
Okay.
I can do that.
3 is a pretty good amount there. As we're going to go ahead and load in here to the Gander RV and Outdoors Truck American E-Racing League at Auto Club Speedway. Tonight's race is presented by Fanatec. See the Club Sports Series shifter right there on your screen. Christmas is coming up. Go to fanatec.com, get yourself something nice, get your kids something nice, get your significant other something nice. Start with their setup here for NASCAR Heat, maybe some iRacing down the line. Fanatec, I'm waiting for the royalties. As I load in, and we are just now coming to the green flag. Still got that wheel glitch that 704 has not fixed yet.
Yes.
So that's going to make things even better tonight, seeing those wheels go back and forth. But they dive off into turn 1 here for the very first time tonight. Tommy D is going to be able to clear for the lead. Got a battle for second place between Up the Irons and Mr. Williams coming through here for second place.
Yeah, we got WSC right behind there in the fourth there. Gonna try to take that low line following Mr. Williams.
We've got 14 laps here in stage number 1, according to Max Stream. So pretty solid there. I'm waiting for him to swap over to the fuel mileage, make sure they can make it.
14.
Yep.
They should be able to make it.
All right.
Be close, but they'll make it.
These guys are on low draft tonight, so the fastest truck should come to the front of the field. Draft won't play as much of a factor, but it's still going to be there. Joker, you ran low draft last week in the Xfinity Series at Atlanta. Was it any different than what you ran previous with the normal draft?
I think it was just there's a little contact between the 13 and the 23, but I think it was just more of a train, and then once you get out of line, you're just going straight to the back. Right from second to 10th, and like the last 10 laps.
I think that might just be a product of the track, because the high line at Atlanta, it's hard to get working, even with custom setups and normal draft. But I think what the low draft does, at least according to the Xfinity guys, it kind of stretches out the field, prevents dive bombing and such like that, making the races a little bit cleaner. They may be more boring in a sense, but cleaner, and that's kind of what we're hoping for trying this out. And it looks like it's working so far, as the field is pretty strung out already. Tommy D trying to break the draft down the front stretch. Mr. Williams sitting in second place, up the irons in third. He got plumbed these pipes. 3-time winner this season, including at Eldora last week, trying to make a move to the outside of up the irons coming off of turn 2.
Like their lives in 97 spun out in turns 1 and 2. Usually a single truck incident. So.
Yeah, if you hit that apron there in 1 and 2, you are going to spin out. I saw that foremost.
That is false. I've hit that apron before. It didn't spin me out, but it was a heck of a save.
Well, it depends how good of a driver you are or not.
Well, I'm not the best, but I do have quite a bit more laps than some people. Not the best, but I will say I'm pretty well experienced. Kind of like an old truck stop female.
Okay, let's.
Not the best, but experienced. Anyways, back to the race. Got plumbed these pipes, looking to make another outside move. This time out of turn 4, trying to get around Mr. Williams here for second place. This 56 truck on the outside lane, it's like a match made in heaven here in stage 1.
Yeah, he might be able to make this move here. They can roll back in the corner really easily in turn 1 or 2 and run outside. Turn 2 here, which you will. It's going to depend up the irons calls Mr. Williams or not. He is. It's going to help the draft on the back of Mr. Williams up the irons.
Side by side for second place. Williams really dives it in deep there onto the apron next to the grass. Going to slide up just a little bit. That's going to allow Plum to keep his momentum around the high lane. He gets a really good run off the corner. Should be able to clear him down the front straightaway.
Like you said, Mr. Williams loved to dive it down there in the apron, below the apron in turn 3, but he's coming off the corner. He just has no momentum.
I've got to think Williams had this track circled on the schedule. He is a former Cup Series winner here. His lone win in the North American E-Racing League came at this track 2 seasons ago. He's looking to back that up tonight in the Truck Series.
This has been some clean racing, but it's only for second, and now Tommy has stretched it out to probably about a 1 second lead. Wonder if they can work together here, these 4, and try to run him down.
Yeah, like good point there, Joker. All this fighting for second place has allowed the 51, the new guy, to get way out front here tonight. And barring anything catastrophic, he's probably going to take stage 1. Because they're already halfway through it. But I'm on board with WSC. We got a 5-truck breakaway here. WSC being the 5th and final truck. Looking underneath up the irons here for 4th. Kind of duck back in though. Irons with a really good draft off of Williams down the back straightaway. Holds that spot for another corner. Here comes WSC though. On the inside, he's going to get the draft from Williams. After Williams ducks down, he should be able to clear up the irons going off into corner number 1. He does. Moves WSC up to 4th.
Coming off of 4 there, it really matters on the trucks ahead of you. If they're going to dive down on the bottom of the apron, coming in that tri-oval-ish thing you call it, at the start-finish line. If they're going to dive down, the bottom guy's going to have that better momentum run with the draft. Now, if they stick on the outside wall, then the top guy's going to have the better momentum of the draft. So it's really a 50-50 shot.
WSC is now around Mr. Williams there, up to third place, trying to run down his teammate right now, Plum. Maybe get a little bit of a help to try to get up to Tommy here with 5 laps to go left in the stage.
What do you call it? Joker, his pick's up to third right now, so Joker's like seeing that.
Yeah, y'all's picks are doing real good. At least in the first stage so far. Off to a great start tonight. Gonna move on back just a little. Go ahead.
If you notice in 6th place, young Colt in the 34, he's moved up into this fight as well, trying to go under the irons here for 5th. Up tries to block him though.
Colt has caught that train up front. As I moved back just a little bit, Mac the Breadman, Reeb, among others back here. But young Colt has moved his way up into contention here for a stage point.
And these guys are trying to get around Mr. Williams right now. Little contact coming out of turn 2 with young Colt and up the irons. And we had up the irons a little loose coming out of turn 2.
Oh, Colt thought about 3 wide. Thought better of it, though. Up the irons is going to slide up the track. Now Colt goes 3 wide. Going to pass 2 trucks in 1 corner. Waiting for that mistake. He got it. Move him up to 4th place.
The irons got a little tight. Hit Mr. Williams. They both slide up it. And 1 lap, he passes 2 trucks. Young Colt does.
And Bristol winner from a couple weeks back, carrying that momentum on to Auto Club tonight. He's glad to be back on the asphalt after a rough race on the dirt at Eldora. Eldora's not for everybody, though.
It is not.
Yeah, K-Bar, you know all about Eldora.
I am big terrible at
Big terrible.
Big terrible.
Not just little terrible, big terrible. As I'm watching this battle for the last stage point here, 5th place. Got 3 trucks up the irons. Mr. Williams and Mac. Oh, Williams gives. Oh, he spun it.
There, and he's going to spin. Oh.
Wow. He just threw it away.
I think that was kind of a personal one there, trying to take a
He
shot
was,
at him.
I think he was upset over irons washing him up the track a couple laps prior. He dove it in, but he hit the apron at the same time. That's going to take him out of contention for stage points as Mac, his TGR teammate, goes through for 5th.
I hate to say it, but karma is a big, I know up irons was accidental a couple laps ago, but Mr. Williams took it personal and dove it in there, and unfortunately, but I say, if you hit that apron, most of the time you're going to go around. So.
Yeah. These guys do have a history, as you already heard, is in the chat over there telling us about Bristol. Had one of the best sound bites ever come from Bristol between Up the Irons and Williams. Loved it. I laugh every time I hear it. But K-Bar's laughing because he knows it. Coming out of turn 4 for the final time in stage 1. I'm looking at the battle for 5th. It looks like Mac's going to hang on and take the 5th and final stage point in stage 1. But Tommy D, the new guy, going to win. Followed by Plum, WSC, Young Colt, and Mac, rounding out your top 5. New guys taking all the old guys to town here.
There he is.
Mr. Williams goes all the way to the back of the field. He's got a fast truck, though, so expect him to make some, I would say, aggressive moves to try to get back up towards the front where he feels like he belongs. Joker, what are your takeaways from stage 1? I know looked like the low draft really kind of helped out the racing.
My takeaways are, where are Marksman and Keenitz after that? They were nowhere to be found in that first stage.
That is a good point. Marksman and Keenitz, 2 of the championship favorites, were not up in the top 5. As we line up for stage number 2 already here in the North American E-Racing League's Gander RV and Outdoors Truck Series. Kay Keenitz coined it the Catalina Wine Mixer 200 here tonight. Big fan of Step Brothers. Tommy D is going to clear once again through 1 and 2. Take the lead cleanly. Battle for second, though, between teammates. Plumby's Pipes, WSC. And Mac makes his way up through the field to third place there on the high lane. Falls back in the middle of 3 and 4 there, though. We've got teammates behind Tommy. These elite teammates, though, they're very familiar with Tommy. They've raced with him for a long time prior to this, and they're a couple of the ones that got him into the North American e-racing league. So here they are racing with their buddies. They're probably in a party chat with one another, but let's see if they can't use a little bit of teamwork and try to take that 51 down here. As we're 3 wide in the back of the field.
Back in the pack.
If they're all in a party together, I'd be working together just to try to pull away from the field.
Oh, a couple of trucks washing up, scraped the turn 4 wall there. I believe that's Marksman. That was Marksman.
Battle for the leader, new leader on these pipes with the push from WSC. They're going to take the lead.
Yeah, those elite teammates, just like I said, use the teamwork to get around Tommy D. Plumby's Pipes is going to jump up in front of him, though. Make sure he doesn't get it back. Really good racing here at the front of the field. Plum using that apron to help turn his truck just a little bit, but here comes WSC looking at the inside coming off of turn 4. He's going to duck back in, but he's going to run the low lane. Got young Colt battling Tommy for third. Oh, a little bit of contact.
WSC came up into Colton, and then Colton went up and hit Tommy.
Just a product of not being clear. They kept it straight, though. Tommy only falls back to 5th. He's getting pressured now from Reap. Young Colt really sailed it into turn 3. He washed up the track. We're going to have 3 wide coming out of turn 4.
4 wide.
Oh, Reap almost made it 4 wide. He put his nose there.
Tommy D back up to 3rd, passing 2 trucks, going to turn 3 and 4.
Reap right now moves up into the top 5, followed by Tay Pins, who's pushing him through.
Williams back up here as well.
Yep, there's Williams right at the tail end of this line.
Tommy D making a move. Looks like he'll get 2nd here.
Yep, WSC has taken the lead over Plumby's Pipes, who has now fallen back to 3rd place. Tommy D has moved back up to 2nd. There are only 12 laps in stage number 2.
Alright, so they can make it, so what, we got time to go?
We are 6.5 laps to go. It'll be 6 of the line. They will be halfway through the stage. WSC slides up just a little bit. He opens the door. Tommy D doesn't have enough momentum to take advantage of that. WSC, Tommy D, Plumby's Pipes, looking to get a little bit of a breakaway over 4th place. Top 3 have stretched it out just a little bit, trying to make this stage finish between them 3.
Yeah, Tommy D, I can see he's just riding right now. He could have made that pass, or move, or pass there. Oh, never mind, there he goes. But he had a really good run off of turn 2 there. A little bit higher mark than he was running against WSC. He is going to make a low.
We're going to go 3 wide for the lead. Plum thought about it.
Really aggressively.
He thought about it. If they fight for too long, that's going to allow the rest of these guys to get back up in there. Plum on the inside of WSC coming out of turn 2, heading down the back stretch. WSC has the draft of Tommy in front of him, though. Plum's going to have to duck back in. three leaders here tonight. Tommy D, WSC, plumb these pipes. Got a pretty good gap over fourth place. That's going to be Young Colt. Mac the Breadman sitting in fifth. Williams back up to sixth place. Williams dives it on the apron in turn one.
Another pass for the lead here. WSC looking inside of Tommy. Plum's going to go with the 51 truck, though.
You have a fight for the lead side by side off into three. WSC washes up the track just a little bit. Here comes Plum on the inside. Three wide.
There's still three wide coming down the start-finish line. Plum Deep Pipes will lead this lap.
This is just helping Young Colt right behind them join this battle, try and get that playoff point in that stage win.
Plum does make it stick from the low lane. He's going to clear these guys as they're now side by side for second place. But what a move by Plum there. Made it three wide and made it work. Colt does have their draft, though. Make it a four-truck breakaway. As they're coming to two to go. Who's going to take stage number 2 here tonight?
Tommy's going to get a good run off of 2 here. Using that higher line.
How aggressive does Tommy get here? He has not ran for points this season. Plum has been racing all season. How aggressive will Tommy be for this stage 1?
They're going to see the white flag here for stage number 2. They still got a really long final stage though here tonight. But how aggressive is Tommy going to be? He's not racing for points this season. Is he going to play nice with his buddies? Or is he going to take that win and playoff point for himself?
It's a good run.
Is he going to make the move? He looks high. WSC going to duck low, though. That's going to allow Plum these pipes to come through. He's going to hold these guys off. He sees the green and white checkered flag waving.
They adored each other.
Plum these pipes take stage 2. WSC is going to get second. Tommy D gets third.
Oh, there's a wreck on the front stretch.
Mac was around.
33 of the lines is in it.
Mac lost it off of turn 4 from 6th place. Big wreck off of turn 4 as they were fighting for the final spots in stage number 2. Mr. Williams came through for 5th.
Oh, wow.
So for a stage point there for Williams as he tries to make his way back up towards the playoff battle. You see your top 5 right there from stage number 2. Well, K-Bart, you got a pretty good feel of things by now. It's 2 stages down. Made some adjustments after that first stage. What do you think we're going to see here for those longer final stage?
Man, you know how many laps is it?
I'll let you know here in a minute.
I think it's going to come down to green flag pit stops. Most and famously.
Man, don't get me started.
Oh.
Don't get me started.
It's going to be one of those things.
Very excited.
The best. And
we still have over half of this race remaining. We've got 36 laps.
Really long race.
They might have to pit twice.
Yeah, 36 laps here in the final stage tonight.
They sounds like they'll have to pit twice. That's quite a bit.
Oh, Colt really drives it in, moves WSC up the track. Here comes Williams trying to take advantage. 3 wide for 3rd. WSC is going to hang on.
obviously has such a run off the top lane. I'm surprised he didn't take the move and move up to second. Pushes Tommy into turn 1.
Single file all the way throughout the field. First battle is back here about 10th place. We got Agent Chon showing up the irons side by side. Also towards the back here, I haven't mentioned there it lies. He's in the field tonight. Kate Keenis. Not a good night for him. This is not the kind of performances we've expected from him. He's in the back half of the field here this evening. Hasn't been a contender tonight at all. Something is wrong there in the number 40 Chevrolet for Elite Motorsports.
Mr. Williams looking under.
Cronk's fight Milk. It's in the field. Oh, we got one in the wall.
In the wall.
And that's Kay Keenan's. Got one around.
Oh, we got it. Mac the Bradman's around.
Caution's not going to come out. Single truck accident. Mac's going to need a caution to get back into this thing. The top three remain the same. They have been the three fastest trucks all night. Joker, is anybody going to be able to challenge these guys?
I don't know. I think Williams, from what the first stage showed, he showed that he was racing with them until up the irons and he had that little incident there.
Yeah, if Williams can stay out of trouble, he's going to be a contender for this race. Look at that. He's right up to them.
Williams is right there. Young Colt's been up in the top 5 tonight. Is his truck strong enough to be able to make moves for the lead? Haven't seen that yet. Williams with a really low entry into turn 1. Really low entry.
He's going to wash up. Young Colt's going to try to make a pass on him.
Not going to be able to do it.
Mr. Williams has that draft from WSC. It's going to come from the pole.
Marksman right now sitting in 6th place. So that's the highest he's been tonight.
Yeah, Marksman's had a few issues tonight, so 6th place right now. I'd be feeling pretty good if I was Marksman, especially with a couple pit stops coming out here.
Yeah, he's been the master at stage points this season. Got none tonight, though. First time this season he's got no stage points.
Williams and WSC really duking it out. 3rd and 4th. They're going to wash wide. That's going to give a better gap for the 51 and the 56.
Williams coming through for 3rd.
Here
comes Marksman. Yep. Battle for 3rd, battle for 5th.
Williams going to wash up. WSC's going to have the better run coming off of 3, or off of 4 there.
Got
Going to go 3 wide. Nope. Young Colt thought twice.
Cronk's Fight Milk is sitting on pit lane. Looks like he has blown an engine and is done for the evening. Williams right now is cleanly through to 3rd place. He's got a train of trucks behind him. Can they run down the 2 leaders?
Yeah, this is good racing, but it's not for first, and the top 2 are slowly getting away.
Yeah, they're checking out.
That's the thing. These guys are racing. They need to work together, stay with the leaders.
This is where a little bit of racecraft comes in. The experience tells you to just help each other out and get back up there. Will these guys be able to figure it out in time? Will pit strategies play a factor? I'm assuming they're going to have to pit twice.
They are going to have to pit twice. The first one, they're going to have to get 4 tires and field. Second time, they only need a few laps. I mean, they can stretch it to 15 laps each, but you said the stage was 36 laps. They're going to have to pit, but they don't have to take a full tank or anything. If they're on a wheel, maybe they don't have to take tires. So it's all going to depend on the tire wear is in the second stop.
I'm still on board with Marksman back here. He's the tail truck of this top 6 breakaway. Just kind of staying in line right now. And don't want to spill too many secrets, but after that contact, Mac the Breadman right now is saving fuel. He is playing the save game. That's his only shot right now without a caution. Can he make that work?
Yep, he is trying to make it one stop. So that'll be interesting to know.
Yeah, he's got nothing to lose after that contact.
Mr.
Williams around again!
Around.
Williams hits the apron again for the second time tonight. No caution.
There.
Throws it away out of the top 5 again. Dang.
That really hurt the momentum of that second group. Now WSC's up to third, but they're not all bunched up together in that draft.
Yeah, I know Young Cole got a lot of damage from hitting Mr. Williams after he was running around. Just nowhere to go for Young Cole. Just had to kind of hit him, and hopefully he doesn't have too much damage.
Wow.
Pit road can help him out here.
Mr. Williams, the only chance he's got now is to play that save game, I have to feel. His truck is hurt. He is all over the place. Oh, he's all the way down to the inside wall. What in the world?
Maybe he's looking for something special.
No, he might be. That truck is severely wounded.
Yeah, he's coming down pit road.
Yeah, that truck is severely wounded. Got lots of damage. He does make it to pit lane. Tough break there for Mr. Woods.
I know he had a really fast truck. Drove himself up through the field after stage 1 and then just lost it all again.
He's going to need a miracle if he wants to get back in contention for this, but we are back up with the 2 leaders. Got Tommy D, got Plumby's Pipes. They still have a pretty good gap over their party teammate. WSC sitting there in 3rd. Running in 4th and 5th is still Young Colt and Marksman. 6th right now is Penn. 7th is Reap. It's like 8th is going to be, I believe that's Irons. That is Irons 8th. There it lies 9th. Kate Keenitz in 10th.
I wonder if he's saving fuel. Keenitz here in 10th place because he's really backed off that main group in front of him. There lies like
He has. Is he trying to make it one stop like the rest, like a couple others, like Mac? Is anybody else trying to make it one stop?
You have to lose if you're Phoenix. You're in a big spot in the points already. Another win doesn't help. Another win doesn't hurt. Excuse me.
I think Mac's going to be able to make it one stop. He's getting really good there on fuel. Getting pretty close to it.
He's going to have to save a little bit more, but he's got a lot of laps to do it.
Looking pretty good right there for Mac if he keeps doing what he's doing. Williams here on 4 fresh ones trying to make some hay. These pipes, Tommy D still out front. Plum looks content right now running in 2nd place. Not really making any sort of moves. Not pressuring Tommy that much. WSC is nowhere to be found. He's dropped way back. Closest battle right now is for 4th place. We got Young Colt and Marksman. Colt with another really good run here in the Truck Series. Kind of shocked the whole series when he won at Bristol. First career North American E-Racing League victory. Marksman still looking for that first win of the season. Gonna need some help or some strategy to be able to pull that off tonight.
Yeah, you said he's pretty good in the stage point category, but oh, looks like Tommy's coming down.
The leader, Tommy D,
WSC
is coming in.
well.
WSC's coming in. Young Colt coming into the pits.
Oh, WC Rex on the pit road.
Oh, he does.
Major damage. Their lights almost wrecked as well.
They were coming to 19 to go when they made their pit stops. 19 to go.
My pick just got hot on the brakes and then just truck just snapped on him.
K-Bart, do you know the fuel mileage here?
Like the laps?
Yeah. How much
I
does
said
each
it's about
tank hold?
14, 15.
About 14, 15. Well, okay. These guys are short. Pitting right now, they are
Absolutely.
short.
Plums in, Reapers in.
Plumb these pipes is in pit lane. Came down one lap later. Will that play a difference? Agent Chancho in pit lane. He's not battling for the lead tonight.
I'm riding with Mac the Breadman. It sounds like he's putting a clutch and going to corners and saving the field that way.
He is. He's clutching it all the way through the corner. We'll see where these guys cycle through after this round of pit stops.
He's just now passing Plum, which should be for the race lead. He has a huge gap.
Big gap. That one lap of fresher tires really gave him a huge lead. See if Matt comes in this time by. He's the last one to make a pit stop. He is. He's coming this time by. Mac is trying to make this on one stop. He does go a couple laps farther than everybody else. Can Mac turn misfortune into a victory? We got a big group back here, though. After these pit stops, up the irons, Penn, Colt, Marksman. They're all back here in this group.
So it looks like it's 18 laps.
18 laps on the tank.
And it looks like Mac is.
He's right on.
His calculation, yeah. Maybe he'll only have to save another few more laps, then he can push.
So yeah, he's right. He's right on it because it was 18.
These leaders are going to be really close. Mac right on the number, though.
If I'm Mac, I'm feeling good.
If you're Tommy, do you try and start saving a little fuel here? You have a big gap to Plum. Do you try and save fuel and or just try and run as fast as you can and beat Mac out after you pit?
So it looks like Mac's a lap down.
He's got those fresh
Tommy's
tires.
Right. Yeah.
Should work his way back around Tommy here fairly quickly. Fresh tires do play a difference here. We're on board with Mac. You can see him close that gap here in turn one already. Mac is allowed to get his lap back. 3. Mac right now on the back bumper of your leader, looking to get his lap back. Going to be side by side with him, coming down the front straightaway. And he does get his lap back the hard way. We are going to have 13 to go at the line. Back to the action back here, this big group. Young Colt, Penn, Irons, Reap, all still battling hard. All over a top 5 spot. Marksman has driven away from this crew. I believe Marksman is sitting in 3rd. So this should be 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th right here. Remember WSC Rex pit getting onto pit lane. Lost a lot of time, lost a lot of ground. That's going to knock him out of contention for the win tonight. Going back up here. Go on board with Irons. Looks to the inside of Roop here. This is for 5th.
Yeah, these guys all battling really hard. I don't think they're saving at all. So I think they're
the way they're racing. Yeah, the way they're racing, they're not saving anything. We are on 12 laps to go.
That's the question. If these guys are fighting hard, is this the perfect spot for Mac? Will he pass all these drivers and get in the top 2 or 3 finish spots to even a win?
It's very possible. That's what he's banking on. He's banking on all of these guys having to pit one more time. They are either right on the limit or just outside of it. This has turned into a fuel mileage race. Got 11 to go.
When do you pit if you're the drivers that you know you can't make it? Do you pit now, just to get it out the way and know where you're gonna know where you stack up, or do you wait all the way to the end, possibly hope for a caution and reshuffle the script?
Strategy, strategy, strategy. I love it. Love when strategy comes into play. Okay, Bart, I'm going to take a quick commercial break if you want to take over for a lap.
Sure. And I guess I'll answer your question. If I was a driver, I would say it depends where I'm at on track. If I know I can get out front of the leader, just for a splash and go, I might come in now. But if I'm if the leader's coming out at 4 now and I'm just coming out at 2, I have to wait.
It's like Plum slowly is really like caught up to Tommy. I don't know if Tommy's just trying to save fuel or Plum's long run speed has kicked in.
Yeah, it looks like Tommy is really starting to save fuel. Just now noticing maybe he can't make it. Maybe he's understanding what everyone else's strategies are. Don't know if Plum has to pit again or not. But
Are within 10.
We're all going to find out in about 10 laps.
We are within 10 laps to go, and Plum has really trimmed the gap here to Tommy. It's almost like Tommy's saving a little bit, because Plum has now gotten right towards the back bumper. We're going to have a fight for the lead here shortly if this keeps up. Has Plum saved enough? He's driving like he has. Tommy really letting off in the corner. Plum is there. Oh, Tommy really let off there. It really messed up Plum. He was not expecting that. Almost a disaster for Plum. He almost ran straight through Tommy.
That would have changed everything.
He's got to regroup now. He knows his opponent in front of him is saving fuel, trying to save fuel. He feels like he's good. Trying to get that draft down the back straightaway. Tommy doesn't let off as early this time. Field. Looks like Reap has survived that battle back here and come out with 4th place. Colt pitted again. He's coming out of the pits.
Now look at this gap. That's Mac. I think that's for position right there.
That is for position. Did Colt have to take tires? Colt comes right back up in front of the leaders here. So Mac does take a spot from Colt. But if Colt took tires, he should power back by here pretty easily. But it doesn't look like it. Or the rest of these guys going to have to pit.
I think those guys all in that group of Colt, Reap, and I think they're all going to have to pit as well, just because of how hard they were fighting for, what, 8 to 10 laps
We got a battle for the lead.
Yeah, we do. Plum looks to the inside of Tommy going down the backstretch. He clears him easily. Plum these pipes to the front. Looking to go back to back. Is he going to have enough to make it? These guys are going to be on fumes when they cross the finish line. They have got 4 to go. 3.5 laps down the backstretch. Will they be able to make it? Colt and Mac are fighting side by side in front of them. Is that going to be a distraction? Plum holding that white line. Coming to 3 to go. Has Tommy saved enough? Can he make a charge back at Plum?
I think now if you're Tommy, I think you just have to go unless you know he has to pit.
Yeah, you're right there. He just has to go.
Tommy's not racing for points.
Now they have these almost lap cars. Plum is going to have some lap traffic.
Plum is going to deal with lap traffic. He's coming to 2 to go. Mac and Colt side by side right in front of him.
Oh,
Tommy's got to come in.
Oh, and he was speeding. He had him in.
Tommy's got to pit. 2 to go for Plum. Can he make it?
Plum has a huge gap to 2nd place. He can really back it off.
Oh, got a lap truck.
As well.
Oh, that was close. Can Plum make it another lap and a half? Plum's got a really big gap to 2nd place.
I think that lap staying out for Plum was a short-term pain, long-term gain here into the white flag.
He's got no pressure. He takes the white flag. Can he make it back around one more time? Down the backstretch for the final time here tonight at Auto Club. Plum these pipes, looking for his 4th win of the season. Does he have enough fuel to make it? Comes out of turn 4. He's sputtering. He is sputtering, but he's going to have enough to make it. Plum these pipes, wins Auto Club.
Wow.
Back to back for Plum. He does it again, this time on fuel mileage. Sputtering across the line. What a crazy batch of strategies we just saw. Plumdy's pipes, though, like you said, Joker, stayed out one extra lap, and that extra lap paid off big time.
Yeah, another win, another 5 more playoff points to his playoff bucket as well. Going to be really crucial for the playoffs.
You got second.
Marksman.
Wow. Yep, Marksman does cross the line for second place.
Look at the finish. Tommy didn't even finish inside the top 10.
Reap gets third. Keenan saves enough to come home in fourth. He salvaged a great night.
Got to feel for those drivers. Williams, Tommy, Cole as well. Even up the irons, they all finished worse than 8th, even though they had top 5 speed.
Wow. That was a wild race we just saw. A little bit of fuel mileage coming into play here for the Truck Series for the first time this season. Waiting for our race winner to join the party chat. That 56 truck, he is starting to become a championship favorite with a series-leading 4th victory in his rookie season. As we are now joined by our race winner, Plum, you barely made it. Barely made it. You were sputtering come across the line. How were you able to save enough fuel and make it to the end for your 4th victory this season?
I was on that spaceship again, and I'm still trying to figure out what to do with my hands.
It is the Catalina wine mixer, so yeah, you got to figure out what you got to do with your hands. A little bit of Will Ferrell right there, but you definitely did something with your hands, and you did it right because you came across the line in first there, bud.
Yeah, Tommy D pulled out in front of me there, and I knew it was going to be close. It was going to be iffy on a one-stop strategy, and I knew if I could. We were running that low draft too, and that didn't help any trying to save fuel, but I was just rolling in a lot slower than others were, I think, and I know some were driving a little harder there at the beginning, so I just took that all into consideration.
Well, you pitted one lap later than everybody else, and I feel like that one lap is what won you this race. Like Joker mentioned in the race, kind of a short-term pain for a long-term gain. How are you feeling about your win tonight, and how do you feel about that low draft? I want to hear your thoughts on it.
I don't know what to think about the low draft, just like I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know. I mean, it's cool because, the faster guys can check out, but if you have a guy make a mistake or if you make a mistake, it is hard to overcome it, but it makes you want to drive a little bit smarter and smoother and a little more conservative.
Mm-hmm. Well, awesome job tonight. You're becoming a regular up here in this booth. You've won on your 4th different style of racetrack now. Daytona, Canadian Tire, Eldora, and now back to the asphalt with Auto Club. Congratulations, showing you can get it done anywhere. In the booth with me, I've got K-Bart, I've got Joker. Joker, I'll let you go first. What kind of question you got for our race winner, Plum?
Congrats on the win. I think you're the favorite as of right now to win it all, but my question to you was, how was it driving with Tommy, the new driver, tonight?
I've had some experience in the past with Tommy, and I know he's a clean racer and smooth. So I wasn't second thinking when I go to the outside or inside of him like others. But he's a good racer. He's definitely tough to beat, and I don't know if he wouldn't have been short on fuel. It would have been kind of interesting, I think.
All right, well, K-Bart, take it away.
Hey man, congratulations. I thought Tommy was long gone, and then I was just like, wow, I can't believe they're gonna make it, go another stop, and we actually brought up Mac the Man. He actually wrecked, and we're like, okay, he's gonna make it on one stop. Um, did you know you'd be able to pass Tommy there for the win, or for the lead spot and win that race, or did you feel pretty confident, or did you feel like Tommy saved enough as well?
Um, Knowing that he pitted a lap earlier than I did, I felt confident that I was going to pass him, but I didn't know if I was going to make it exactly on fuel either. So it was one of them things where do I save or do I try to run him down? And so I kind of split it up. I tried to save a little bit, but I was also trying to gain. Plus, I seen Mac was up there in front of Tommy or behind him or whatever, so I knew he was going to use Mac to try to pull his draft. It was a big game of chess tonight, and I always try to be pretty conservative and close in. I don't ever try to go out and just show all my speed right away. I always try to just be consistent through the whole race. It's all about finesse.
Well, Plum, you mentioned passing Tommy. I can't let you go without asking you this. With about 3 to 4 laps to go, you finally got up to Tommy. He was still saving fuel, and it looked like you had a scary moment going off into corner number 3 where Tommy was still trying to save and letting up, and you weren't expecting it, and you almost lost it. What was going through your mind, and how were you able to regroup from that?
I didn't know what happened. I was like, holy cow! And, I just like I thought it was low draft here. I got a whiff of draft right there. I come right up. And I did it earlier in the race just to see what it would do. I did the same thing he did. I let off, and they just passed me like a freight train. So, I didn't know what to think. And then I thought I was going to lose control of it. So I just slowly emerged back on the track, then try to hurry up and get by him again and just figure regroup. And I was going to be all right with second, even though I don't like second. But I was going to even be all right with that. But I was pretty confident he wasn't going to make it there when I seen him saving as much as he did.
Yeah, well, you saved just enough. You brought it home for your 4th victory of the season. You know the deal. Now's your time to shout out whoever you want to shout out. Floor is yours, buddy. Take it away.
Shout out Team Elite. It's just the best there is, I think, at Team Elite. So
9 out of 10 races
yeah,
so far this season.
yeah, and that one race, it was just. I'm not going to talk about that because I'm still a little butthurt. So, leading the race in a lap car takes you out. But, yeah, I mean, Team Elite. I mean, you guys putting this on every Monday or Sunday through Thursday. It takes a lot of work. So, shout out to y'all. But, yeah, I mean, it feels good. And I don't know, I guess had another sticker to buy that number 56. Could use another paint job.
Well, you're going to have to go Bug
Yeah.
704 for one
Yeah,
of
we
those.
can't control that. Sorry.
However,
Nah,
you do get
I,
a 4th victory sticker there, so hopefully that'll appear on the next update.
I won't ask for another paint job because every time there's an update, we always see there's something else worse that happens. So I'm
Like
content.
the tires right now on the spectator mode? Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, Plum. Well, we'll let you get on out of here. Go celebrate with your team. Congratulations. Good job once
Thank
again.
you.
As we are joined by our runner-up, Marksman, bridesmaid yet again. However, I feel like you got to be a little bit satisfied with this finish. You weren't one of the top 5 trucks that seemed like contending for most of the race, but due to pit stops and fuel mileage and whatnot, you still bring it home in second. So how are you feeling about that?
I guess this is the one time I would be satisfied with a second place finish. Didn't have much time to practice and had to start at the very tail end of the field. Those first 2 stages were a journey to get up there to the front.
A journey indeed, but you did make it up to the front. Took you a little while to get there. For the first time this season in a race, you didn't acquire any stage points. So you did a lot of that work there in the final stage. So how were you able to get your truck up through there? What kind of adjustments did you make heading into that final stage? And did you know it was going to be one stop versus two stop, or how are you feeling about that?
Oh, I had no idea it was going to be a one-stop race. Like I said, no practice at all. But yeah, truck there at the beginning, my issue with it was handling-wise. They were just kind of cruising around the top 10 with that low draft. The front end was just not sitting into the track, so I made some tire pressure adjustments, got a little looser into the corner. How I like it, because it just felt tight. And I was able to pick up a little speed there and benefit off a couple of wrecks that happened in front of me.
Well, you benefited, you did, as you bring it home in P2. You did a lot of work tonight to earn that, so congratulations on that. You should feel pretty good on that result tonight. So I'm going to throw it off to K-Bart. K-Bart, what kind of question you got for Marksman, our runner-up?
Hey, man. How's it going?
It'd be a lot better if I was winning.
Well, I mean...
But hey, like I said, I'll be happy with the second place finish.
No,
in this one.
that's good. Question: how'd you get second? I mean, we're up front. You know, I think you start cracking into the top 5 in this. Probably, I would say beginning or mid stage 3. Did you think you'd be able to get up in that runner-up spot? And what do you mean by no time for practice? I just want to know about that. So.
Well, I didn't take much time to practice because I get home late from work.
Ow. Okay.
And I just want to sleep. But yeah, no, I definitely did not think I was going to be a bridesmaid yet again in this race. Because Colt was in front of me there before the pit stop started, and I was able to pass him in the pit sequence. He got caught up racing about 4 other trucks behind me. I was able to just pull away from him, and mostly everyone was pitted too soon, really, is what everyone did. Because the guys I was in a party in are saving fuel. One of them, Colt even pitted there, actually, and he got a splash. Tommy, too. So really, I finished second due to the fuel strategy, taking advantage of wrecks, and I guess just being right place, right time, and knowing when to pit there on a green flag stop.
All right, well, I'll throw it over to Joker now, my other member in the booth tonight. Joker, what you got for our runner-up finisher?
Hey, Marksman, another good top 5 finish, but my question for you was, how did the low draft affect your truck compared to like a race with normal draft?
It was very weird not being able to suck right up to the truck in front of you from half a straightaway behind.
Very short, sweet answer there for Marksman.
Good weird or bad weird?
So we'll take this in this direction. Is low draft something you'd like to see in more races this season, or just kind of one and done here with Auto Club?
Well, you see, if I'm starting in the back like I did, I would like the high draft. That way I could suck my way up to the field because I know I got speed and I know I have a decent truck. But yeah, that low draft, if you get together with someone and you lose a handful of time, and you more than likely not going to gain it unless you have the fastest truck on the track.
Mm-hmm. Well, Marksman, looks like that low draft paid off for you in some sorts tonight. However, moving on to next week, it's a track that you finished, shockingly, runner-up at last season, Charlotte Motor Speedway. How do you feel heading into Charlotte, knowing you had a top 5 truck there last season, points in both stages and a runner-up finish, and do you think you can improve upon that?
I definitely feel like I can improve on that. I always feel whatever track we go to, I can always improve, even if I finish second at that track before. There's always room for improvement because there's always that one spot for me to pick up. So yes, I feel confident about going back to a mile and a half.
Sounds like you're preparing for a presidential run here in about 10 years. Gave a very political answer there. So kudos to you for that political answer. Anyways, I'll let you go ahead. Floor is yours, open. Shout out whoever you want to shout out here before we sign off for the night.
Shout out FPGM. Shout out Williams and WSC for kind of turning themselves around and wrecking themselves. That was 2 easy spots to pick up, thankfully.
Savage. Savage.
Oh, Tommy, he had a good run for a debut. He had to pit there, otherwise he would have had a decent finish. He showed a lot of speed tonight, and shout out Plum for getting yet again another win. Was that 4 for him now?
That is 4.
Yeah, 4 too many. But
All right, well, Marksman, hopefully you can get that first win of the season next week at Charlotte, one of your better tracks. So we will see you there. Go celebrate with FBGM and formulate a game plan for next week.
Celebrating only happens when I end up in victory lane.
All right, well, we'll hope to see you there next week.
All right, thank you guys. Have a good night.
As I just mentioned, Truck Series, they're heading off to Charlotte Motor Speedway next week in case you want to catch these guys back in action yet again. But before we get back to the Truck Series, we've got to complete our Auto Club racing weekend here in the North American E-Racing League with the Xfinity Series tomorrow night, which Joker will be participating in. Joker, how you feeling about Auto Club tomorrow night without giving too many of your secrets away?
Home track, so I'm looking forward to try and win this one.
Try to defend that home turf?
Yep. The draft, who knows what it's going to be on, high, normal, low, none. See what my car can do tomorrow. I need to put some laps in tonight.
All right, well, we got Joker tomorrow night for the Xfinity Series at Auto Club. But Thursday night, for the first time ever in the North American E-Racing League, we are going to have a double header. That's right, a double header. We have got 2 Cup Series races in one night, both at Auto Club Speedway. They are going to be run at 25% with an inverted field for race number 2. So make sure you guys definitely come check that out Thursday night as well. So Xfinity Series, Cup Series the next 2 nights, and Truck Series next Tuesday at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Going to be the next 3 races for each series here in the NARL. So, K-Bart, any final thoughts on what we saw here tonight?
Not much. I kind of learned a little bit from my Thursday night, and I plan on not in the booth watching tomorrow night and learn before a doubleheader. That's going to be a big points night, so...
All right. Well, for Always Joker, for K-Bart joining the booth, my name is Gator Mike. Thank you guys for tuning in yet again, showing your support and appreciation for the North American E-Racing League. I appreciate it. Thank you for that. And to all my gnarly ones out there, I will catch you tomorrow for the Xfinity race. Y'all have a good night. Take it easy.